We are learning more about a shooting investigation now in Clay County. Wednesday, we told you about how Gavin Podhorn was shot from outside his home with a hunting rifle last month. Well, the man who investigators say shot him isn't allowed to possess a firearm in the first place because he's a felon. Today, we learned that suspect was let out of jail hours before the shooting. Fox 4's Jacob Sloan spoke with the victim's uncle tonight, who claims he isn't so sure it was an accident.
McCubbin had been here at the Clay County Detention Center for nearly 2 weeks. The same day he was released was the same day the shooting happened with Gavin Podhorn.
You really can't put into words like the feeling of like this might be the end of somebody that you've spent your entire life with.
Sean Bishop is Gavin's uncle, despite only being 5 years apart. He says it's been difficult dealing with the severity of his injuries.
So at first we were like, oh my God, he's been shot, but we didn't realize how bad it was until hours later. You'd get bad news and you'd think, okay, well, it couldn't get any worse than that. And then you'd get worse news.
The Clay County Sheriff's Office tells Fox 4 James McCubbin was in their custody starting on January 10th due to a felony probation violation. He bonded out on the 22nd, not long before the shooting. Bishop says it's hard for him to see the coincidence.
Gavin had made it clear to him that he was not welcome anywhere near the premise of his property whatsoever. The fact that he gained this gun 20 minutes after he'd been released, and then he already had an alibi set up for somebody to take the blame, that doesn't sound accidental. It sounds like there's some form of intention to what happened.
Bishop says Podhorn has lost a kidney, suffered liver damage, and both lungs have collapsed. 2 weeks after the shooting, the family tells us he was taken off of a ventilator. Bishop says McCubbin, who he knows by the name Jimbo, is getting what he deserves.
Prison would almost certainly be the best place for Jimbo McCubbin.
McCubbin's next hearing is scheduled for Friday. Now, Gavin's family tells me that he's made progress, but he still has a long road of recovery ahead of him. Jacob Sloan, Fox 4, working for you.